In this video, I'm going to show you how to take this bouquet using Dollar Tree fall foliage from ho-hum to yay, that's beautiful. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stems of fall foliage from Dollar Tree. And in my shop, I've been slowly switching the decor over for fall so that when my clients come in for fittings or custom designs, my shop says, I'm ready for fall. And I like to have just a few subtle touches of fall pieces. I don't want my shop to scream fall. I want it to subtly speak of a new season. That's how I like for my home to be also with the change of the seasons. So one of the easiest things that you can do to elevate your arrangement is to take just plain foliage. And as you know from Dollar Tree, this is very inexpensive and affordable. I'm going to lay these right here to work with them. So all you do is take your first stem. These are just berries. And holding it with the foliage up and the stem down, just turn these upside down. So you're just inverting the stems like this. Now, see what happens when I set this in the picture. Now I have a base that is splayed out. It gives more substance to the arrangement. Now watch. I'm going to save this piece because it's taller. So I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to save this piece out because it has just a touch of sparkle. And I think everything needs a touch of sparkle. And when I'm working in here at night, I do like the ambiance of it just makes my space feel cozy, and it just has some breath and life to it because of the way the light hits the sparkle. So now here's this one. I'm also going to turn this upside down. All of these, I'm going to turn them upside down. I'm going to invert the stems because what happens is they support themselves and they lift as you add each one in. Now you can do this if you just have one bouquet. You can do this if you have a huge bouquet. This is just a great tip that works with any artificial foliage that has a stem like this. And even though these are inexpensive and very affordable from Dollar Tree, it just has such a more elegant and expensive look when you pull them apart like that and invert it. And it just takes a second. You know, there's so much power in 10 minutes. Some of my other videos, I've talked about that. And if you just have 10 minutes to change the look of what you're working on. So this is just layering, one up on the other. Whereas when I started, they were all just stuck down in with the stems beside each other. Now I'm to the point of this tall one that's really going to give some lift and some height. I'm going to move the camera back just a little so you can see this. And now here's the one with just a little bit of sparkle. I'm going to put it just a touch right in here. Now, look how different that is from when I first started. Before, it was all just kind of in a heap on the top of the picture. So you can do this with any flower arrangement to give it some lift. Also, one other tip that I'll give you real quickly. Our eyes read our decor. Our eyes read from left to right. So I like to put my smaller items on the bottom, on the left side, so that my eyes lift to the right. And then go down, resolve, rest. In our decor, we want to keep rest so that our body stays in harmony with our surroundings. In this era, when everybody is going at such a fast pace, go, 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 do, 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 and so many times home is just a landing place. Now, this is my shop, but I use these same tips in my home too, because when my family comes home, I want it to be a haven. I want it to be cozy, a place of peace and rest and comfort. And it's amazing how your surroundings in your home affect this. So that's just 2 small tips. Elevate your decor. It doesn't have to be expensive. It can be very budget friendly. And then do things to create rest and resolve with the way you make your arrangements. This is arranged in 3s. I could also add 5 or 7. It's good to do things in opposite numbers. I've done the same concept here with the pumpkin and the way the frames are arranged. They go up, and then the way they're staggered and create rest and resolve. So that's just a tip as you prepare for fall to create cozy spaces in your home. And just know that you don't have to go spend tons of money. It can be very, very budget friendly and still be elegant. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing. The comments you guys are leaving and the way you're just encouraging me with this channel and the inspiration that you're getting, that's what it's all about. Creativity comes in so many forms. Baking, sewing, singing, painting, designing, decorating, entertaining. Creativity is everywhere. And it's through creativity and expressing ourselves that so many times we can feel inside that we begin to heal. And you do have influence, even if it's only on yourself. But you influence yourself and those around you. So thank you so much, and I'll join you in the next video.